Hey, welcome back. We're going to do a little weekly reading for the week of Monday, April 27th through Sunday, May 3rd. We have a full moon this week that's happening on the 1st of May or 2nd, depending on where you are in the world. So I'm going to talk about that, but I'm going to be posting a separate full moon reading, so pay attention, keep your eyes peeled for that. But we're just going to look at where we're at with the moon this week, what the energies are, what's happening, what's going on. But being that there is a full moon happening this week, this is a full moon in Scorpio, so this could be a really emotional week this week. It could be really intense. Scorpio is a very deep sign. It is about deep transformation, as all full moons are, but being in the sign of Scorpio, this is a very deep transformational time. Scorpio is also a water sign. Water rules the emotions, so this could be a very emotional week this week. This could be a time of healing conversations, communication. So that could be happening this week, or it might be a good time to make a point to have some conversations or communications where healing is needed. It is a good week where there could be commitments made, either to projects or making a commitment to something, or in love. This is a really good time to commit. And this is a time where emotions will feel very expansive, a lot of emotional expression this week. And there's a lot of planetary alignments happening this week. So Venus is aligning with Saturn just around the time that the full moon is peaking. And this makes it really good for relationships and finances, and to help you solidify commitments or make any long-term plans with a clear mind and moving from your heart. And Mercury, which is the planet of communication, is meeting or coming together with the healing Chiron, I'm not sure how to pronounce this, so that any conversations you have around or at this time, like I said, this week could be very therapeutic and healing for connections, relationships, yourself, healing old wounds. But like I said, I'll get more into the full moon in a separate video. But because this is happening this week, like I said, this could be a very emotional, very deep, transformative week. And pay attention for any communications, conversations that could be healing or that need to happen. And like I said, just making commitments to things. And it could be an intense week. And the energies are already gaining momentum, I feel like, to be pretty intense. I'm recording this on Saturday. Where are we? The 25th. So this is coming up here. So we're 2 days away from this week that I'm doing this reading for, getting this up later than I intended, but better late than never. So like I said, let's get in. We're looking at Monday, the 27th of April through Sunday, May 3rd. Friday or Saturday, we have this full moon in Scorpio coming up. So starting out the week, we're going to be in this like waxing gibbous phase. So we're almost nearing the full moon at this time. So like Monday through Thursday, we're going to be gaining momentum. The moon is going to be, become more and more illuminated as we work our way through the week. So in this time, so just like the moon is very close to becoming, full, there could be a sense of being very close to achieving some goals that you're working towards, right, at this time. Then, like I said, around Friday, Saturday, depending on where you are, we're reaching this full moon. As always, the full moon is about surrendering to the divine, releasing. So releasing anything that needs to be let go of from the past, releasing negativity, negative emotions, anything that needs to be let go of. That's the time to do it, is at the full moon. It's also a time for forgiveness. I always say this. Now, this is for any full moon. Releasing, letting go, and forgiving. Forgiveness does not mean it makes it okay what somebody has done, or if you need to forgive yourself something that you have done. Forgiveness is just releasing the negative emotions or toxicity around a situation or a person that needs to be released. It's not making it okay if there's been a wrongdoing that has occurred. It's just releasing those emotions or any type of attachments that need to just be let go of, that are creating or taking up energetic space within you. Or if you're holding on to negative emotions because of those things, letting go of those emotions is healing, and it's cleansing, it's therapeutic. The full moon is the time to do that. All right. Now, like I said, this is a full moon in Scorpio. So I just talked about releasing and purging. So especially at the full moon in Scorpio, this is the perfect time to release any negativity. So really take an inventory, take a look at any negative emotions or any negativity that you might be holding on to or that's around you. Now is the time to let go of that. Like I said, this could be a very tense full moon, very emotional. So during this week and through this full moon, breathe through the tension. So like I said, this could be a very emotional and a very emotionally heightened week this week because of this full moon. Just breathe through it. And also on the back end of it, so after the full moon hits, this is when it starts to, we'll start to lose some of that illumination, the disseminating moon. Make sure you're taking time to breathe out. So this would be like Saturday, Sunday, towards the end of next weekend, the end of the week. After this full moon has peaked and it starts to wane, it starts to get smaller. Take time to breathe after doing this forgiveness and release. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and then we're going to see what is going on this week. All right, I'm going to start with some angel messages to see what is in the energy for this week. So April 27th through May 3rd, what is going on? I'm actually going to keep those. Okay, anything else? Okay, that must be what we needed. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Uriel. Okay, this is about emotions and healing, devotion, integrating these emotions. So like I said, this could be a very heightened week emotionally, very intense, deep emotions, but this is also a time for healing. And at the bottom of the deck, we had spirit relationships. So following your intuition, being connected to your intuition, connected to the divine. You might be seeing signs around you of things maybe to come. Like I said, there could be some communications happening this week. Okay, we have angels are watching over you. So you're supported, you're protective, you're loved. This is an encouragement. We also have Archangel Michael here. So this is about wisdom, honesty, trust. So there could be some truths with these conversations that are coming to light this week. Yes, energy healing. So like I said, this is a time for great healing, whether this is just individually, personally, or to connections, situations, relationships. And your desires are within reach. So we saw that in the beginning with that waxing gibbous energy. So we're starting out this week in that energy from like Monday through Thursday-ish, where, like I said, any type of goals or anything that you've been wanting to achieve or working towards, your desires are within reach. It is close. Okay. I'm going to let's get some messages from the wisdom of the Oracle for this week. All right, what is happening? What's going on this week? 27th through May 3rd. Hard to believe we're already into May. We're getting there. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have serendipity. So this is these, like it says in here, with these spirit relationships, signs, intuition. You could be seeing signs and synchronicities about things that are happening. And this is about the time aligning, like right place, right time. Okay, what is going on this week? What's happening? What's going on? All right, we're going to keep that serendipity. I keep seeing this card over like the last week or so. So milk and honey. This is like the rainbow after the storm. This is the sweet life. And I actually just saw the phrase La Dolce Vita several times today, which in Italian means the sweet life. And that's what I'm getting off of this card. So milk and honey, this is like the sweetness of life. This is making it to those desires and living that very fruitful, very sweet, what's the word I'm looking for? Oh, it's not coming to me. It'll come to me. But just really like sinking into the pleasures of life. All right, because there is a new life I feel like that is being created. And I feel like this is connected to this, your desires being within reach. This is achieving this whole new life. Like I said, this is the rainbow after the storm. So this is a whole new thing. And this could be what you are seeing, these signs and synchronicities, this serendipity. This is what's lining up right now. Yeah, things are at a fork in the road right now. So for me, this card is kind of like on the cusp. It's that coming to that fork in the road and needing to make a decision, like which way to go. So that may be happening this week. All right, we have breathe, like we saw before with some of the cards in the beginning. So this could be a very tense week, like I said, with the full moon in Scorpio happening. Very emotionally tense. This could be deep transformation, communication that leads to healing. So just breathe through any of that emotional tensity or tension that is happening. Clean it up. So any situations that need communication, conversations that need to be healed, or just need to like tie up any loose ends, or that just need a little bit of, I'm getting this Archangel Michael energy, like this truth, this wisdom, this honesty to happen within it, just to clean it up. I feel like there's a sense of being able to brush up and clean up old situations or connections to bring it back into balance. And we have the yin energy here for this week, which is about being open to receive. And I was feeling like I wanted to put that there. And it's right in front of the spirit relationships card, which is connected to intuition and connection. So really be open to receive messages from your intuition and to tap in to that relationship. But this is also about being open to receive this new life, this sweetness, these blessings, these desires. Okay, so this emotional healing and balance that is on the table for this week, given this full moon in Scorpio, this healing could allow you to open up to receive what it is that you're trying to manifest, or what it is that you want, these desires that are within reach. I just need to take a quick sip of my coffee. Okay, my throat was getting a little dry there. Okay, I am going to, we're going to get some tarot. I'm going to use the Friends Tarot. If you watch me at all frequently, you might know that this is one of my favorite decks. I use this a lot. Okay, what is going on this week? The 27th through May 3rd. Okay. All right, bottom of the deck, we have Temperance. So this is a card of being angelically guided. We have angels are watching over you, and Archangel Michael and Archangel Uriel here. But this is an angelically guided time. This is about divine timing. So like I said, I feel like with serendipity, the time is aligning for this happening, whatever it is that's happening for you right now. And this is about staying balanced, okay? Going with the flow. So like I said, this week could be really intense, really emotional. Very important to breathe. Take time to breathe through it and work through that tension or any of that emotional upheaval that might be happening, or any of these conversations that could be happening for you this week. Just stay balanced through it. Okay, what is happening? What's going on this week for whoever is seeing this or finding this? And if you find this at a later time, not around the time that I'm posting it, there's still a message for you. These readings are timeless. So it doesn't matter when you find them, there is still a message for you. And if I haven't said it already, if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, it would be greatly appreciated if you did. I post these weekly readings every week, new moon, full moon readings, little daily mini readings, some love messages and readings, a little bit of something for everyone. So hit the subscribe button. You can get whatever messages that you want or that you need. Okay. So for this week, so like I said, we had Temperance. Stay balanced. This is angelically guided, divinely timed. Whatever's happening this week could be very emotional, intense. Just stay balanced and go with the flow. So we have Two of Swords here. This is like this fork in the road, okay? Like a decision needs to be made. You can't see the way forward. This could be you. This could be somebody else around you. But this is where this is saying to tap into this intuition, okay, to move forward. Sometimes it's difficult to make a decision without knowing the outcome or without knowing if it's the right decision or not. This is saying that, you need to follow your intuition and to just, you just have to move forward. You have to go. Or what's going to happen is you're going to end up in this stalemate energy where everything becomes stuck. There's no movement. All right. She's blindfolded. She can't see the way forward and she's sitting down. There is no movement happening. This is saying either this is what's going to happen, or maybe you are in a situation where there is a stalemate right now situation. And this is pertaining to, we have 9 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This is wish fulfillment. So this goes along with this, your wishes and desires are within reach here. Or a decision could be made. If it's not you that needs to make this decision, somebody else could be making a decision and you don't see this coming. All right, what else? So what do we need to know about this week? What does whoever is watching this need to know this week? Yeah. Okay. So 2 of Pentacles. Like I said, this is about staying balanced. Okay. You might need to weigh your options if a decision needs to be made. So weigh your options and stay balanced. 2 of Pentacles is about, literally juggling many different things, but staying balanced. So there's a repetitive energy already here with needing to balance the emotions and with whatever goes on this week to just, we have 2 and 2 here. So you could be seeing repetitive 2s right now. That could be one of the signs and synchronicities that you're seeing, or just repetitive numbers in general. But we have the High Priestess out here, okay, for what you need to know. So like I said, follow your intuition and stay balanced, all right, this week. And if there is a decision that needs to be made, this is about weighing your options, staying balanced through all of this, and following your intuition. And I'm just being drawn to how this crown is illuminated on her head here. So there could be like either you have an epiphany or a realization about something, or this could also be about secrets. So there could be a truth. And we have Archangel Michael here, which is also about truth and wisdom and honesty. So there could be a truth coming to light this week. Let's see. What else do we want to know about this week? All right. What are these desires? What are these desires that are within reach, that are coming in, that are close to being achieved? Obviously, it would be different for many people, but let's see what we need to know about this. All right, so we've got 7 Pentacles and we've got King of Pentacles. So 7 Pentacles is about divine timing. So these desires are happening within divine timing. Like I said, with serendipity, I feel like everything is aligning at the right time for this. But 7 of Pentacles is also about a divine pause. So this might not actually be happening this week as far as receiving or achieving this goal, wish, desire. But this is like I said, divine timing, divine pause. So this week could be the pause to take time and breathe and to create some healing where it is needed. And with King of Pentacles here, this could be achieving stability. This could also be about finance, like financial wealth, prosperity, success here with King of Pentacles. Whatever this is with the King of Pentacles here, this is achieving great stability. It's a long-term energy. So whatever it is that's being created lasts, okay? This sticks. It goes the distance. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Queen of Cups here with this. So this also could have to do with love. So this could be a love connection relationship that does go the distance. This could be doing something that you love to do. Queen of Cups is also very intuitive. And with this yin card here, this is being open to receive, okay? The Queen of Cups is open to receive this unconditional love, this healing, these emotions, okay? So that's what's happening with these desires. It's happening in divine timing, and this is a very stable, grounded, long-term manifestation that you're receiving, whether it's connected to love or, like I said, something that makes money, whether it's a job, passion project, whatever it is. This is a very stable energy. Okay. And what is the outcome for this week? What is the outcome energy for the 27th through May 3rd? All right, we have 4 wands at the bottom of the deck, which is a celebratory energy. building a solid foundation. Okay. All right, first card out we have is Death. So this is the card of transformation. Like I said, with this full moon this week, this is Scorpio energy. So this full moon in Scorpio, this is about deep transformation, healing, emotional transformation. This could be something with Knight of Pentacles here that has taken a long time, or you feel like it has taken a very long time. But this is also a very grounded, stable energy. This is like a slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. Seven of Wands. So there could have been some defensive energy throughout this transformation. Transformation is not easy. Transformation is difficult. It can be very uncomfortable. So there could have been some defensiveness around this. But I feel like this is also saying stand your ground this week. So you could be gaining a stable footing this week with this transformation. And with the Chariot here, this takes this energy, like I said, with this Knight of Pentacles, this is a very slow moving energy. This transformation is going to start picking things up. So this Chariot card here, she is not moving. She's not in the car, but at any moment she can get in this car and drive away. So I feel like this transformation that is happening is taking a situation that feels like it has been very slow, and it is going to start moving things along. This is the Chariot is one of the fastest moving energies in the tarot. And the Knight of Pentacles is one of the slowest. And I feel like the Seven of Wands here is saying to get your footing, stand your ground, because things are about to start moving for you. Let me just move these down. I don't know why I spread them so far apart. Okay, and let's get some advice for this week. Why is this? All right. We're going to get some moon messages for advice for the week. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have trust that all will be well. Okay, what else for this week? I'm going to take that and that. And look at that at the bottom of the deck. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. So we're, like I said, Friday, Saturday, depending on where you are in the world, is when the full moon in Scorpio is hitting. So as a part of our advice for this week is to just breathe through that tension. Like I said, could be a pretty emotionally intense week. So advice for this week, trust that all will be well. Also trust your intuition. I keep getting that message of being connected to your intuition and trusting that intuition. Speak your world into being. So like I said, we have Mercury in alignment this week, which is the planet of communication. So there could be, I keep saying it, healing conversations or communications happening. Be careful how you're speaking, because our words are like wands. Like they create what we say and talk about, and even how we talk to ourselves, our own inner dialogue creates our outer reality. So be careful of your inner dialogue and your outer dialogue this week, because we are creating, okay? Create the life that you want. And in these conversations, if there are conversations, communications happening that you want to bring healing, be careful on what you are saying, how you are saying it. You want to speak in a manner that is creating what it is that you want. Okay, practice gratitude. Always, always, always good advice. Gratitude is one of the best ways to shift energy. So maybe even in some of these conversations, weaving some gratitude and appreciation into the conversations is a great way to bring healing to conversations, to clean situations up, okay? And when we give gratitude for things that we want to create, we give thanks for, the desires that we want that we don't have yet, we create space. We create more of an energy to receive when we are in a space of gratitude. We have assess the situation. So there, like I said, making a decision, this fork in the road energy, assess any situations, weigh your options on how to move forward and what decision to make, and if this is an incoming energy towards you, all right, if there's a stalemate energy here and there is a decision being made and someone coming towards you, assess the situation before moving forward, weigh your options. Like I said before, stay balanced when making any decisions and throughout any of these communications that are happening. Okay, take inspired action. So when you feel that inspiration, and if you've assessed the situation and you come to a realization, okay, you feel like you know the answer, you know the decision that you want to make, you make that decision, and you're feeling inspired. It is not a impulsive decision or action. That is the time to follow your intuition and take that action. And also take time to relax. Like I said, breathe. Could be a very emotionally intense week. Make sure you're taking time to relax and breathe, and to breathe through that tension this week, because there is big transformation happening here. And this could be a time where this stalemate energy over here, needing to make this decision with this death and rebirth energy over here, and this slow Knight of Pentacles moving energy to this Chariot energy, I really feel like this is like, brace yourself, because things are going to start to move and move quick, and you're going to need to have that footing. So this is breaking this energy of this stalemate, this feeling like something is not moving or taking forever to happen. But I feel like this energy is going to break and it's going to start to move. You may already have an intuition about this, is what this is saying, and like with the signs and synchronicities. So you obviously, like I said, it would be different for everyone, but you probably have an inkling or an intuition about what this is. Okay, let's just get, let's end with Archangel Michael messages, since we have Archangel Michael right in the middle of this reading today. All right, what do you have for everyone for this week, April 27th through May 3rd? What do you want to tell everyone, Archangel Michael? Okay, bottom of the deck, it's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. So like I said, I feel like this slow-moving energy, this stuck fork in the road stalemate, it's about to break. The energy is about to break. You need to be on solid ground, have your footing, because things are about to move. Okay. What else for this week? Okay. All right, trust your angels. Let go of expectations of how your dreams will come true, and trust that heaven has the perfect plan. Yeah, like I said, full moons also, and with this week having this full moon in it, it's about surrendering, letting go, trusting in the universe. So trust that this is all happening, like I said, in divine timing, and it is angelically guided. We had with that Temperance card earlier. So trust that the universe, that the angels have all of this under control, because we know difficulties and challenges are almost over. Don't give up on love. A relationship you cherish can be healed. Allow me to clear the way for forgiveness so that love can thrive again. So like I said, with the full moon this week, it's a time also to practice forgiveness. So for some of you, this desire, this wish fulfillment is about a love connection where there can be healing in this connection and things can start to move forward. This could be your desire. Okay. You are protected. You are safe with my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. So this is Archangel Michael being here again to say that you are protected this week. You are angelically guided and protected this week. You and your loved ones are safe. Let go of your fear and worry for loved ones. I am looking after them. Okay, so this week you can surrender, let go, step into a place of trust and relax. You are protected. You are safe. Your loved ones are safe. Trust in this situation. This could be, like I said, a divine pause this week. But what's coming in, this milk and honey, these desires, this is a very stable, solid situation. Love offer. This is happening angelically guided, divine timing. And I do feel like that this is kind of, like I said, this energy here, fork in the road, it's an on the cusp energy for me. And earlier when I was in meditation, I'm being shown this in my head right now. But I was sitting at my table right here where I do cards. I was doing a little meditation. And I have this little moon lamp that normally sits on the edge of my table here. And the whole thing just kind of tipped, and it was like hanging on the edge of the table. And it was like being used as a metaphor that things are like on the verge, that on the cusp energy, that something is about to like tip. It's at the tipping point, okay? And I feel like this energy right there is like connected to that symbolically of like my little moon lamp that was like tipped on the edge, that things are on the cusp. This death card, this transformation is about to cut this energy loose, and you need to stand your ground, get your footing, okay? Because things are about to start to move quick with this Chariot card here. Okay, this was your weekly message for April 27th through May 3rd. Let me know in the comments how this connects with you, what you think. Hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you back soon.